terminating our class in the middle due to some power failure. This is called as what there? Abnormal termination. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Smooth termination, and the second one is what there? Abnormal terminations. In applications, always exceptions are providing exceptions are providing abnormal terminations. Exceptions are providing what there? Abnormal terminations. Answer my point. Runtime errors are nothing but exceptions. Exceptions causes abnormal terminations to our program. All of a sudden, the program is going to be terminated. It will not be terminated at the end of the program. It will be terminated in the middle of the program execution. This is called as what there? Abnormal termination. But what problems we are able to get with these abnormal terminations? No. What exactly the problems we are able to get with these abnormal terminations? Understand the problems here. For example, listen carefully. For example, so you went to a movie. For example, you are watching a movie. All of a sudden, that movie was stopped due to some power failure. Then what we will do? We will wait up to 10 minutes or 20 minutes or maybe half an hour of time. Still, that movie was not restarted. Then what we have to do? Then what we have to do? What is our next option? Simply want to quit from the theater. No, we want to leave from theater. No. But maybe majority of members will leave from the theater. It's okay quietly, but some people may not accept it. Then immediately they'll go to the theater manager or not. Then directly they will pick that manager collar and bring him an outside or not. Directly they will ask him then why the movie was not played. He might be giving the reason is what there. So due to some unexpected interruption, we are unable to play the movie. Okay, then what is the solution? Either we have to return money or we have to give some alternative. No alternative at present. They don't want to give return money also. They don't want to return money. At the same time, they're not going to give like what their alternative solution. Then what we have to do? Simply, you are going to damage the theater or not. When we damage the theater, what is going to be happen there? It may be interruption for the next few days of time for the movies. No, movies are not going to be played there. Got it or not? Is a huge damage to the theater or not? If it is going on continuously, it's a bad reputation for the theater or not? Is that the bad reputation is going to be happen for the theater or not? Is that got it or not? I can give one simple example even for it. No. In Hyderabad, almost all theaters are very good. But in one theater, even though the movie is a Bahubali 2, on that release day also with the tickets are going to be available in one theater. Can you guess it? What is that theater? But the theater is available at a prime location only. The Bahubali 2 movie is going on there, but still on release day also with tickets are still available for that. Do you guess it? What is that theater in Hyderabad? Okay, then I'm not going to say that name here. Just think of it. It's available in where at which location here? Amirpet only. No. That is a newly constructed theater. No, I'm not talking about it. Think of it. It's okay, fine. Not size 12 to give that names. No, leave it. The point is like what I'm telling to you. That is not our discussion mainly. Now, our point is what there. Runtime errors, if you are getting there, causes abnormal termination to the programs. Abnormal terminations of the programs may provide serious problems. What serious problems we are able to get there? Abnormal terminations of our programs may corrupt our local operating system. My program is terminated in the all of a sudden, it may damage my operating system internally. My operating system may not be working next minute. It is crashed out. For example, if it is a database related application, it may collapse the database. If it is database related application, it will collapse the database. And if it is like server side application, it may down the server. It may down the server. So these many serious problems here we are able to get. I'll forget my point or not. Just think a minute about it. If it is a Facebook application, or for example, if it is a YouTube application, server side application, if YouTube server is down for the 1 hour of time, what's going to be happen now? Tell me. Say for example, if it is ICICI Bank server side application, if that ICICI Bank server is down for 1 hour of time, what's going to be happen now? Tell me. Lakhs and lakhs of transactions are going to be blocked. then crores and crores of transactions are going to be like what I'm telling, they're blocked. They're not going to be started. The huge losses are going to be happen to the organizations here now. So this much of impact is going to be happen from the exceptions here now. So to overcome these problems, what we have to do? Definitely, being the developer, we have to think about it. What exactly the problem we are getting there? What actually the problem here we are getting there? The problem is what there? Exception we are getting, runtime error we are getting in a program. That runtime error causes abnormal termination of our program. Abnormal termination of our program may crash our local operating system, may down the server if it is server-side application, may collapse the database if it is a database-related applications. These many serious problems here we are able to get. If you are getting this kind of problem there, our total enterprise is going to be collapsed. Our business organization is going to be collapsed. Every transaction will be struck in the middle. Is that good or not? These many serious problems here we are going to get. So because of this reason, what we have to do? As you are the developer, how to come out from this situation? How we are going to provide solution for this? All right. If we want to avoid these problems, what problems here? Crashing operating systems, down the servers, collapse the databases. If we want to avoid these problems, we should avoid abnormal terminations to the programs. If we want to avoid these serious problems, we should avoid what there? Abnormal terminations to the program. If we want to avoid abnormal terminations to the program, we have to handle the exceptions properly or not. If we are getting an exception, then we have to handle it or not. Then how we are going to handle that exceptions properly? By using some exception handling mechanisms. By using what there? Exception handling mechanisms, we can handle that exceptions. Example I'm telling them. Class is going on with very much interest. All of a sudden that power failure is happened. All of a sudden that projector is stopped. All of a sudden my system is also be stopped. All of a sudden my network is also not available. Just leave this one. Projector is not played. That remaining things are okay, fine. Even though they're not available, successful I can run the class. But projector is not available. Then how I can handle this situation here? As I'm the administrator of this organization, how can I handle this particular situation? Simple, that particular situation, how can we handle that situation there? Just I can provide some power backup system. Definitely have to maintain what there? Some power backup system. What is that power backup system here? Maybe in the form of inverter or maybe in the form of some generator. If it is a small scale, inverter is okay. If it is a large scale, generator care I have to take. Automatic generators care we have to take. Automatic inverters care we have to take. What is the meaning of automatic inverters or automatic generators? No, the minute when, the second when power failure is happened, immediately that power backup system must be started. Within a fraction of a second, that power backup system must be started. We should not have any interruption here. Even we are unable to see that flash also. That means that the space, the flash space also we are unable to see on the screen. It's going on continuously. Yes, sir, got my point? Not in that way we need to maintain that power backup system or not. If you provide power backup system in our organization, then we are handling the runtime errors effectively. We are providing runtime, we are handling the runtime errors effectively. In the theater example also, if the theater management has some generators internally, when automatic generators are available, when power failure was happened, immediately generators will start. Automatically the generators will provide power supply to what there? To the theater. That movie is going to be continued without having any interruptions. Similarly, in our Java applications also, when we have abnormal termination, that means when we have exceptions, immediately the handling mechanism must be activated. That handling mechanism must handle that exceptions to avoid, in order to avoid abnormal terminations. When abnormal terminations are not available in our application, no chances of getting the problems like what? Operating system crashing, database collapse, or maybe server down. This kind of problems you are unable to get clearly. Once you are not getting this kind of problems here, my application is going to be happen. My application is going to be executed successfully. Right? Understand my point? So the point is what there? When we have an exceptions, we need to handle them immediately. To handle that exceptions, we need to go for what there? Exception handling mechanisms. Now the point is what? Java is very good in the point of handling the exceptions. No other programming language is having this much of exception handling capability. Only Java has very good capability of handling exceptions. But how, sir? How Java has very good capability of handling exceptions? How Java can handle all of its exceptions can know. To handle the exceptions and to represent, first, if you want to handle the exceptions, first we have to represent the exceptions. To represent the exceptions, Java has provided a very good predefined library. To handle and to represent and handle all the exceptions, Java has provided a very good predefined library. Because of that very good predefined library, to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are coming frequently in Java applications, we need to go for what there? Java and its exception handling. So because of this reason also we can conclude that Java is very good at what their exception handling mechanisms. Java is having what their exception handling mechanisms. That's it. So this is the reason why we can conclude that Java is what their, come on, because of this reason Java is what their robust programming language. Final conclusion. Now tell me all of you, how can we say that Java is a robust programming language? Because of two reasons. What are the two reasons? No? Because of what there? Very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. It's a dynamic memory management system. It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at what time? At runtime. Second one is what there? Has very good exception handling mechanisms. Why? Because Java has provided very good predefined library to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are coming frequently in Java applications. But more details about these exceptions we will discuss in exception handling topic. We have a separate topic there, exception handling. There we are going to understand all the content clearly. Right, sir? It's okay, fine. After that, after completion of this content, then what next one here we are going to understand. After this robust, the next one is what there? Dynamic programming language. The remaining things are like what there? Dynamic programming language. Right. Understand it clearly, no? After completion of it, the next one is, 1 minute. All right, dynamic programming language. All right, sir. Dynamic is not any other one. Very simple point only. Try to understand it now. If any programming language provides memory allocation, if any programming language provides memory allocation at a compilation time, then that memory allocation is called as static memory allocation, and that programming language is what there? Static programming language. Similarly, if any programming language allows memory allocation at a runtime, then that memory allocation is called as dynamic memory allocation, and that programming language is called dynamic programming language. The programming language is what there? Dynamic programming language. Is that got it or not? What I'm telling you now. All right. Now tell me, I'm telling to you, Java. 1 minute. Java is a dynamic programming language. Java is a dynamic programming language. Why? Because Java allows its applications, or Java allows to assign memory. Java allows to assign memory for the data at a runtime. Java allows to assign memory for the data at runtime. That is Java is following the dynamic memory allocation. Java is following what there? Dynamic memory allocation. Because of this reason, we can conclude that Java is what there? A dynamic programming language. Right, sir. Next one. After this is completed. Not more than this. Only this point here. Observe carefully. Another point. All of you understand it? That another point here. All right, sir. Secure programming language. What is the meaning of this secure programming language? What's your understanding about this secure programming language? Observe carefully. If you want to say any programming language as a secure programming language, that programming language must provide 3 levels of securities. 3 levels of security. What are the 3 levels of security that programming language must provide? Listen carefully. Number 1, first level. First type of security is what there? Internal security. The first one is what there? Internal security. And the second one is what there? Web security. Second one is what there? Web security. And the third one is network security. Third one is what there? Network security. I'll explain each and every security mechanism in detail. But first of all, understand it now. If any programming language is secure programming language, it must have implicit security, web security, network security. In these 3 areas, the programming language must provide security. Now I'm concluding that Java is a secure programming language. Java is a secure programming language. Why? Because Java is able to provide the following 3 types of security for the applications. What are the 3 levels of security for the applications here? We can understand it now. The very first one is what there? Implicit security. Implicit security. What is that implicit security actually? Listen carefully. Now tell me, sir, all of you answer for it. Who is executing Java programs? Come on, who is executing Java programs? JVM. What is that component? JVM, Java Virtual Machine. If you open the JVM, 5 to 6 components are very, very important. If you open the JVM, 5 to 6 components are available. They are very, very important. What are these 5 to 6 components which are very, very important? First one is class loader. What is the first one here? Class loader. Second one is bytecode verifier. Bytecode verifier. In Java, bytecode is going on. Bytecode verifier. Third one is what? An interpreter. Third one is what there? Interpreter. Fourth one is JIT compiler. JIT compiler. Just in time compiler. And the next one is, observe carefully, garbage collector. Next one is what there? Garbage collector. The next one, finally, security manager. Or the last one again, no? Security manager. Can you repeat all the components what we are understanding now? First one is what there? Class loader. Next one is what there? Bytecode verifier. Next one is an interpreter. Next one is what there? JIT compiler. Next one is a garbage collector. The last one is what there? Security manager. Remember carefully. Out of all these components, now I required only security manager. The job of the security manager is just checking that bytecode is provided properly or not. Is that bytecode is having any harmful code or not? Any misformations are available inside the bytecode or not? Every time that security manager will check that bytecode checking, that bytecode is properly available or not. So this is nothing but what there? Implicit security. This is clearly what there? Implicit security. So Java is having very good implicit security in the form of, or maybe because of, a separate component inside the JVM. That component is what there? Security manager. Are you getting my point or not? So now let me have a note on it. Then what's the point I'm telling there? Implicit security. Java has provided a separate component inside the JVM. Java has provided a separate component inside the JVM in the form of security manager to provide implicit security. Understand point here? In the point of this implicit security, Java has provided a separate component inside the JVM in the form of security manager to provide implicit security. So in the point of implicit security, Java is very good because of the security manager inside the JVM. Right, sir. Next one is what there? Web security. What is the next one? You know, web security. Point is very simple. Try to understand it now. Web security in the sense web application security. Web security in the sense what there? Web applications security. What is the meaning of this web applications security? What your understanding there? First of all, what is web application? All internet applications are web applications. Facebook.com, web application. Gmail.com, web application. YouTube.com, web application. On our desktop, we open it. Like this, all internet applications are what they're web applications. Understand it clearly? Say, for example, I'm asking this question to try to answer for it. I want to open Facebook in my system. I want to open what there? Facebook in my system. How, sir? How I can open it now? Tell me. First of all, here, just I want to write what there? Facebook.com, for example. I want to write it Facebook.com. And here I have written here. What it is showing there immediately? Immediately here it is providing. It is asking about like what there? Login or not. So first of all, here we have to provide what there? Either email ID or mobile number and a password here that we have to provide. Click on what there? Login button. What is this green color button here? No? If you are not having any Facebook account there, now directly we have to create what there? Create a new account. For example, if I click on this create new account, what will happen there? Now tell me what we are getting there. Sign up. Sign up process is started or not? There here we provided first name, surname, mobile number, email ID, new password, or maybe something else, date of birth, or gender, or maybe something else. What there? Sign up. That button is available. Sign up button is available. If we click on the sign up button, automatically our registration will be completed. When we completed our registration, immediately what we are able to get now, this page here, we are able to get again. Inside this page, whatever the username and password that we created in the sign up process, that we have to enter. Then after that, we have to click on what the login button. When we click on login button, our account will be created. Your account is open. That account page is open for us in our browser. Sir, got or not? This entire process is called authentication. The total process is called as what there? Authentication. Checking whether a particular user is valid user or not on the basis of the username and password. Checking whether a particular user is a valid user or not on the basis of a particular username and password. So that process is called as what there? Authentication. Sir, got or not? Authentication. This is web application or not? On the basis of the URL, we open this website or not? Web application. In that web application, user is checked or not? Whether that user is the right user or not to access this application or not. That is nothing but security checkup. That security checkup is nothing but what there? Authentication now. Clear, point number one. But what is authorization? What is the meaning of authorization? I'll take one example, try to understand it clearly. For example, still we are studying in our colleges. For example, we are in academics. I think almost all of you might be completed your academics. Am I right? Academics we completed. Not completed or completed now? Still some of you are studying, I think, in your colleges. No problem. No problem. Even though you are studying that in our colleges, but understand this example. When we want to go to your college, when we go to your college, at the starting point of the college, there is a security checkup. Security post is available. One security person is standing in front of the gate. What he is checking actually, whether you wear ID card or not, whether you have ID card in your neck or not, ID card tag and ID card is available or not. That means what is the meaning of it? No, simply he is checking whether you are related to this college or not. Even though you are a student, even though you are a professor, even though you are a faculty in that college, even though you are an administrator in that college, that doesn't matter. You must wear an ID card of that college. If you wear that ID card of that college, it will not stop you. Otherwise, it will stop you. It will ask you to whom you want to meet, or maybe for what purpose you are coming to this premises. Understand it? Okay, that is nothing but authentication. What exactly the authentication here we have done there? To enter into the website, to enter into your college also, security checkup is nothing but what there? Authentication. Clear? After entering in your college, being the student, where you are eligible to sit actually, where we have to access, where we have to go there, as you are the student, as per our eligibility, straightly we have to go to our classroom, straightly we have to go to our bench, on the top of that bench we have to sit there. Am I right or not? Or else, do you have any rights directly to enter into the principal chamber, and directly to sit in the principal chair? Will you do that? If it is the case, what will happen in the next minute? Think a minute about it. Directly, if you go to your principal chamber, if you sit in the principal chair, then what will happen? Security person will come or not? He will take your collar or not and throw away outside of the college or not? Okay, but your intention is what there? You want to meet with your principal. How we are going to meet with your principal now? Tell me, what is the process for it? Just say, besides that principal chamber, maybe there is an administrative block. In that administrative block, there is a clerk, there is an administrator. First, we have to go there. We have to take an appointment to meet with our principal. We have to take an appointment. Right away, he will not give appointment. He will give a slot. He will check that principal, the total schedule. At evening 5 o'clock, after completion of your college, you can come here and we can meet. Then he will give an appointment letter. When he has given that appointment letter, exactly on time at 5 p.m. after completion of that college, you have to come at the same principal chamber. In front of the principal chamber, there is a might be door boy. The door boy in the sense there is a person there standing in outside of the principal chamber, principal room. Then when you go there, he will check your he will check like what their allotment. Allotment in the sense like what their appointment. Okay, is this person is right person or not to access this principal chamber? If your appointment is perfect, then he will allow you to enter in the principal chamber. Then we can talk with your principal. Get my point or not? If that appointment is wrong appointment, he will not allow you to access that principal chamber. But still, you are the member of that college. Still, you are the member of that college. Still, you are the student of that college. But still, you don't have any rights to access a particular area. But to access a particular area, again, we need to have some further checkups. To access a particular area, again, you should be checked. Yes, sir, got my point or not? One more example I'm telling you. Understand it now. In the same college example, in place of this principal chamber, just think about examination branch. Is it possible for you to enter into the examination branch directly? If it is possible for you to enter into the examination branch directly, of course, you may take your question papers where we have written semester exam. You may modify the answers. You may correct your answers. And you may you may modify your marks also. You may give more percentage for you. Problems will come there. So, you are not having any rights to enter into the examination branch directly. But who are eligible to enter into the examination branch directly? Administrators of that examination branch, in charges of that examination branch, they have the right to access that one. Even when they are entering inside the examination branch, again, what is going to be happen? Again, they have to be checked or not. Whether that person is the right person or not to enter into this examination branch or not. But still, you are the member of this college, you are the student of that college. Again, you should be checked to enter into a particular area or not. That second level checkup to access a particular area in our college, the second level checkup is nothing but what their authorization. The second level checkup is called as what their authorization. Understand it clearly. So authentication is an entry level check. Authorization is what there. After the authentication, if you want to access some special area in our web application, there we should be checked again on the basis of username and password only. That checkup is nothing but what there authorization. Is that good or not? Okay, fine. So web security is associated with authentication and authorization. Web security is associated with authentication and what next one again? Authorization. All right, how we are going to provide this authentication and authorization in our applications? If we take this point here, answer is very clear. Try to understand it. To provide this authentication and authorization, Java has provided a middleware service. Java has provided what there? A middleware service in the form of JAAS, J-A-A-S, J-A-A-S, J-A-A-S. What is that actually? Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Java Authentication and Authorization Service, a separate service, middleware service is provided by Java to provide web security. So in the point of web security, Java is very good or not? In the point of web security, Java is very good or not? Because of this JAAS implementation. All right, sir, web security. Java has provided a very good middleware service in the form of JAAS. Now I want to give abbreviation here. Java Authentication and authorization service in order to, that means Java has provided very good middleware service in the form of JAS in order to provide web security for the web applications. That's it. This is exactly the meaning of like what there web security. In the point of web security, Java is very good. Then what is the third one, sir? Now tell me. Network security. Web security is different. Network security is different. Okay. Now all of you observe carefully. Say for example, I want to write like what there. ICICI Bank. What is that? ICICI Bank or some bank URL? Now tell me something else. What is the domain name? ICICIbank.com. Let me. I don't know about it. Now let me check it. Yeah, of course. Now here we are getting something else. All right, sir. ICICI Bank, right? ICICI Bank. Actually, I don't know about this. I have not done any online transactions there. Net banking now. But on flow I have written it. But finally it was connected anyway. Right. What is this, sir? Now tell me. Login. Login in the sense what we have to do there. Personal or maybe NRI bank or corporate or something. Whatever it may be, log into internet banking, for example. We need to go for what there? Log into what there? Internet banking. Okay, fine. For example, I may go with what there? Personal. When we go for this personal, then what next one, Kirno? User ID, registration, registered mobile number. Okay. All right, sir. Then what next one? Get the user ID. It's okay. I don't know about it. What's the process here? But here we have to do now. Just assume it. Here, what we are having there, user ID and registered mobile numbers. In the next statement, maybe password, OTP, we have to enter there. The passwords and all the content here we have to provide. Am I right or not? Think a minute about it. It's a bank application. Username and password we have to enter to start our network internet banking. Am I right or not? Listen carefully. After entering username and password here, if we click on button there, login button or submit button, our username and password data must be sent to the server side. ICICI Bank application or not? Server side application or not? Means that our username and password data must be transferred in the network or not? Come on. Our username and password data must be travel in the network or not? How our data is going to be travel? If the data is travel as a plain text data, username is equal to ABC, password is equal to XYZ as a plain text data if is travel, no? So many hackers, so many people can identify our username and password in the network. Hacking is very simple. Network hacking is very simple. Nowadays, no. If the data is transferred as the text data, normal text data, everybody can view that. Everybody can see that. Everybody can take my username and password. Everybody can access my bank application. Everybody can access my account. Security problems are coming then. So what is the solution for it now? Tell me. What is the solution here? No, the solution should be my username and password must not be visible. My username and password must not be visible. Must not be visible in the sense you want to hide the data. No, when the data is transferred in the network, we are unable to hide it now. We are unable to hide it. We have to take the data. Easily, it is very simple. Easily, we are able to take the data. But what is the solution for it now? The solution is very clear. I want to provide my data, but the data must not be understandable to everybody. I want to provide my username and password. That username and password must be provided in what there? In an encrypted manner. That username and password must be provided in encrypted manner. At the sender side, I want to encrypt the data. Encrypted data will be transferred in the network. Even though some third-party person is taking my data, they're unable to understand it. With that encrypted data, they're unable to open my account also. When my encrypted data is available at the other side, receiver side, it will perform decryption. What it will perform there? Decryption. Here we performed encryption. They will perform what there? Decryption. Then the decrypted data they will use to open my account. So my username and password is transferred in the network with the data encryption or not? With that encrypted data or not? Performing encryption at starting point of the starting point sender side, performing decryption at the receiver side. What is the meaning of it? No, this data encryption, data decryption is a part of the network security. Is a part of what there? Network security. Understand it clearly. So network security is required for the applications or not? Definitely network security is required for the applications or not? Understand the point here, what I'm telling there. So network security is required for our applications, not only for the sake of username and password. I want to transfer some amount of money from my account to my friend account. My account details must be available. My friend account details must be transferred in the network or not. But account details, we are not going to transfer as a plain text data. We are going to transfer that account details with the encrypted details only, with that encrypted data only. Is it got or not? So it's a part of the network security. Not only that, nowadays if you open your WhatsApp there, whenever we open the chatting part now, there a message, default message we can identify. End-to-end encryption is available for your messages. They're giving that message or not? End-to-end encryption. What's the meaning of it now? We can chat with any other person here, but your messages are not open to everybody. That messages are encrypted. As is the data will not be transferred in the network. The data will be encrypted. Encrypted data will be transferred to the other person. That other person, that encrypted data will be decrypted. The decrypted message will be available to other person. Part of the network security here we can understand. Another point what I'm telling there, to provide these encryption decryption algorithms, to provide data encryption decryption, that means to provide network security, Java has provided very good implementations for the libraries, very good implementations for the encryption decryption algorithms. Number of network algorithms are available, network security algorithms are available. For all these algorithms, Java has provided very good predefined library, very good predefined implementations to implement that algorithms inside the Java. Due to the availability of that algorithms, Java is providing very good network security. Java is providing what there? Very good network security by having predefined implementations for network security algorithms. Understand it clearly what I'm telling you? Java has provided a very good Java has provided very good predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms. Java has provided very good predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms in order to provide a very good network security. Network security in the sense what there? Encryption and decryption. All right, sir. Now, because of these reasons, we can conclude that Java is what there? What type of programming language? No, a secure programming language. Tell me, guys, all of you tell me, how can you say that Java is a secure programming language? Because of three reasons. What are the three reasons? No, Java has provided very good implicit security by having a separate component inside the JVM in the form of security manager. Java has provided very good security by providing a separate middleware service in the form of what there? JAS. What is that JAS now? Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Java has provided very good network security by having very good predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms. By seeing all these points, we can conclude that Java is what there? A secure programming language. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? All right, so now this is exactly the content here, what we discussed here about this security. Next one is what there, after completion of this, another content is like what there, then distributed. Right, sir. Ninth point is like what there, distributed. Okay, sir. Can I discuss this topic on tomorrow? Anyway, then almost all time is completed. Then tomorrow I want to go for this distributed. Again and again I'm telling to you, few classes I'm going to take 1 hour, maybe maximum within few days. I will start our classes right from 4 o'clock. After that, we are able to have the classes up to 2.5 hours of time. Not worry for it. So we have very good plan for it. Right, I will take your classes, not immediately. In the future, I'm going to start our classes right from what? 4 o'clock. Please remember this point also clearly. Okay. Right, sir. Then I want to stop this session here. Tomorrow I will complete it. Tomorrow I will go for what there? Naming conventions also. Java naming conventions. Next topic. After these features, next topic is Java naming conventions. That one also we are going to understand. Right, sir. That's all, guys. That's all for today. We'll meet on tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And all of you are having the document link notes, right? If you're not having that, now come here, then I will share that link with you, right? Thank you. Yeah, guys, then if you want to get the document link here, I think so. I've given already that link details with you. 1 minute. Yeah, guys, just we can take this link here. This is the document link here, what we are having. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, then take this photo. Come this side. Take this photo. That was. Hmm. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.